Hello, my name is Dave Cranage, North American Field Sales Engineer for Sage Software Group, and welcome to this video covering the item cost calculation capabilities of Sage Distribution and Manufacturing Operations, or SDMO. In this video, we'll review the concept of item cost, discuss the supported valuation methods, drill down into an item's site-level cost details, and finish up with a look at the stock valuation report. Let's begin with an overview of the concept of item cost within SDMO. Item costs within SDMO refers to the calculation and tracking of the cost associated with individual items or products throughout an organization's operations. This cost includes various components such as raw materials, labor, overhead, and other expenses which contribute to the total cost of producing or purchasing an item. SDMO item cost data is crucial for financial management, pricing strategies, inventory valuation, profitability analysis, and decision-making. SDMO facilitates the collection, calculation, and management of item costs, supplying real-time visibility into cost information for efficient business operation and informed decision-making. Let's move on and discuss the concept of valuation method and how it impacts item cost. Within SDMO, an item's valuation method determines the cost of the item and plays a significant role in the calculation and management of the item costs. The valuation method dictates how cost elements are assigned to items, particularly in terms of inventory valuation. Here's how selecting a valuation method is involved in the context of item costs within SDMO. First, inventory valuation. The valuation method determines how the cost of items in inventory is calculated. SDMO currently supports the following methods. Standard cost. Some organizations use predetermined standard costs as their valuation method. These standard costs are set up in advance and serve as a benchmark for item costs. Average cost. This method calculates the average cost of all items in inventory based on their respective quantities and costs. It's a simple and often used method for inventory valuation. FIFO, or first in, first out cost. This method assumes that the first items added to inventory are the first ones sold. It values items based on the cost of the oldest inventory first. FIFO is often used in industries with perishable or time-sensitive products. Second, impact on financial statements. The valuation method selected can have a significant impact on a company's financial statements. For example, using FIFO may result in higher reported profits during periods of rising prices, while LIFO, or last in, first out, may have the opposite effect. Weighted average provides a middle ground approach. Third, cost of goods sold. The valuation method directly influences the calculation of the cost of goods sold, which decides how much cost is distributed to items that have been sold during a specific accounting period. Fourth, tax implications. The valuation method can affect income tax liabilities. For example, LIFO may lower taxable income during periods of inflation, while FIFO may increase it. Fifth, decision-making. The choice of valuation method can affect decision-making about pricing strategies, inventory management, and financial planning. It's important to choose a method that aligns with the company's goals and market conditions. And sixth, consistency. Generally accepted accounting practices require consistency in the application of valuation methods. In SDMO, the valuation method affects how items are valued in inventory, how costs are allocated to products, and how financial statements are presented. Let's navigate to Items, Item Data, Item Site, and investigate SDMO's site-level cost details. From the list view, let's select the 61 series chair for the Acme 1 manufacturing site. Right on the General tab, under the Cost section, is where the item's valuation method is set. The chair is using the standard valuation method. We can see that the item's standard cost is $216 and some change, with a total value of $16,701 and some change for 77 eaches or chairs. The last valuation report was run on 01/19/23. We'll check out this report in a bit. Jumping over to the Cost tab, we see calculated costs for a designated period. Keep in mind that item site cost records are specific to periods, and you can add more periods as needed. Let's create a new period cost in anticipation of 2024. Select Add from the More Actions menu to add our item site cost details. This includes setting the start and end dates for the period, entering the quantity for cost calculation, and specifying the calculation details used. The cost calculation details depend on whether the item is a manufactured or purchased good. Purchased items costs are only material costs. Manufactured items have costs such as material, machine, labor, and tool costs. Cost calculation details can be manually entered or calculated automatically by turning the Calculated option on and using the defined quantity and the details found in the BOM and routing of the item. Once the calculation is complete, SDMO supplies the calculated details, unit cost, and total cost. It also supplies a pie chart of the associated detail costs. Finally, SDMO facilitates multi-level cost roll-ups, breaking down costs by component. This helps organizations understand cost structures, enhance management, make informed decisions, and improve efficiency and profitability. To finish up our session, let's run a stock valuation report. To do this, let's go to Stock Valuation Report. The purpose of SDMO's Stock Valuation Report is to supply a comprehensive and up-to-date overview of the total value of a company's inventory. Let's create a new instance of the report and add the necessary criteria. Select our company, select From to Items, Valuation Method, and hit Run. This supplies a detailed stock valuation for our company, including the date and product. It displays the quantity and value of the 61 series chair in both Acme Distribution and Acme Manufacturing. The stock valuation report serves as a vital tool for financial management, inventory control, pricing strategies, and decision-making within an organization. It ensures that inventory is accurately valued, which is essential for both financial reporting and operational efficiency. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos exploring additional capabilities of Sage distribution and manufacturing operations.